All right, so you finished the campaign, you made to level 50, you did your capstone dungeon, you entered world tier 3. What should you do next? This video, we're going to dive into, okay, what does it mean to really play Diablo 4? Because honestly, even though it does seem like the campaign would be the end of the saga, unfortunately, you're just now getting started, and now the fun begins. All right, so some of you may be going, okay, what do you mean that the fun just now begins, John? I've been playing this campaign line. I'm new to Diablo 4. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's break it down for you guys. So one, let's go ahead and while I'm talking here, let's go, okay, we're in Kiev Stead, so I can already go to the world tier statue. So let's go to the world tier statue right up here, and we're gonna start explaining some things. Okay, so as you can see right now, I'm level 54. You can see that, no, you can't see that because my big old head's in the way. Let's move my head out of the way a little bit. Or no, you can still see it. It's at the XP bar. I'm done. Anyways, I'm level 54. I have unlocked all the way up to World Tier 4. Now, that's another video coming up next. I got carried, TLDR. It's not necessarily the best thing in the world. So if you are watching this video because you're trying to figure out what to do next in Diablo 4 because you beat the campaign, if you got carried, there's a good chance that this is not going to go as nicely for you as what you would expect. And there's a lot of reasons why. Check out some of my other videos. It'll kind of let you know why, how, and so on. It'll inform you a little bit more, like why you're having difficulties. But the big thing that I'm trying to get at here is what should you do as a newer player coming into Diablo 4? You just finished the campaign. What should you do next? The next thing you need to start worrying about is a couple of things. Okay, so one, you finished the campaign. I'm assuming you did the campaign on World Tier 1, right? Adventurer. This is great. It makes it very easy, makes it very quick. You get through the campaign, boom, done. Highly recommend it. You did a great job. Veteran for you is probably a little okay to do. You're probably not struggling too much, but it's probably a little meh. And you haven't unlocked Nightmare. So first things first, you need to unlock Nightmare tier. And the only reason why I say that is because if you didn't see my beginner's guide for dummies, TLDR of that one, stay low level, complete all the story mode as fast as you can, get the Whispering Trees, unlock your capstone dungeon, go fight your capstone dungeon because it's not that hard. The first one to unlock World Tier 3, get that one done, get into World Tier 3, and the next thing that you're gonna do is legitimately, you're gonna go around and you need to do all of your statues. Now, I tell you in my beginner guide for dummy, unfortunately that video is not doing well, but I straight up tell you that what makes the most sense in everything, to be quite honest, guys, is you need to get some of your renown and stuff done, right? Like you need to get to this, at least this middle section here where you get that extra skill point. And the reason why that's impactful is because it makes getting to World Tier 3 easier. It also makes your build a lot easier because it gives you extra skill points, and your character doesn't scale with the skill points. The scale is based on your level. So if you stay low level and you have extra skill points, it makes you more powerful. So long story short, now that you've beaten the campaign, what should you do? Yes, you can go ahead and you can go through everything right now, right? You could go say, I'm going to do my side quest. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I'm going to go ham, or no, I'm going to continue. I'm going to try to get my next capstone dungeon, or I'm just going to power level. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. And here's why. So first things first, everyone knows already to get the most XP to level up your character, you need to do dungeons. So as a newer player, you just finished the campaign. What do you need to do? First things first is you need to not go through and get all these skill points. You need to go get them because your life is about to get a lot harder. Now that you're in World Tier 3, you're not necessarily in the hardest difficulty, but you're in a good step over, a good bridge to the hardest, right? If you don't have the damage output, you're never going to sustain. If you can't sustain, you're just going to fall flat and be a face tank, and your party's going to have to pick you up. Playing solo, you're going to be reviving a lot. Your shit's going to always be broke. Not good. However, if you go through and do your renown, start with the altars because they give you passive increases as well, the areas. Do all your altars on everywhere first. So go through, do all altars. Get all altars done. I haven't done it myself. I'm literally working on it right now as this video is being made. After you do that, get all your renown, get it to 3 so you get your extra potion and your extra skill point. Get that done. Okay. What I would recommend afterwards is I would 100% tell you to go for those Paragon points. And the reason why I say that is because as you're picking up these side quests, so to get these extra renowns, to get these Paragon points, you're gonna do side quests, right? And these side quests, about 6 out of 10 times so far, it seems like, you're gonna end up in a dungeon. So you're gonna be doing 2 birds, 1 stone. When you're doing the strongholds, chances are you're gonna be doing 2 birds with 1 stone with Altars of Lilith. What that allows you to do is it also allows you to go ahead and get areas discovered, so it's almost 3 stones. And it really synergizes well. Okay, and if you're doing it together, it does count. It's not. It does not seem to be glitched like the campaign methodology does. So it's very, very helpful. Like it's legitimately, I would say, the best idea ever is to go ahead and push that because it's also going to get you leveled up. It's going to get you a lot of other things going on, right? Also, in the meantime, now that you're getting closer to level 50, your skills are kind of maxing out. You've really gotten familiar with your build at this point. And if you haven't got familiar with your build at this point, you're still playing with it, you're still tweaking it, stop. Pump the brakes. Forget everything I just said. Go back to the drawing board, pick your skills for your play style, and slowly get used to it. Because what's going to happen is if you don't do that, right? Let's say you don't take my advice. Let's say you just go like, oh, well, whatever John said, it's BS. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to get any of this stuff. I'm just going to go play. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to end up at a high level. I was not min-maxing my XP at all. I was just killing everything, going to ham, not paying attention. And you can see here I'm level 54. However, when you look at my power, I'm only 2,400 attack power right now. I'm actually about half the attack power that I should be. If I would have done things properly and correctly, getting all my statues, doing all my side quests, getting all the passive increases, I would be more at about 5K attack, almost double. Right? So right now I'm underpowered, and that's because I didn't take my own advice, and that's why I'm giving it to you right now. Because you're trying to figure out, if you're watching this video, you've completed the campaign, now what, right? Well, now is the time where you get to actually play Diablo 4 and enjoy it and make it into the end game. And I gotta tell you guys, the end game in Diablo 4, it may not be as elaborate as some games like Path of Exile, Last Epoch, Wolcen, a couple other of those games that have a little bit more in depth of an end game. However, D4 still does have an end game. It's still getting your build, getting the World Tier 4 Lilith fight done. That's super, super hard. On hardcore, I don't think it's been done as of yet, and it's been a week. You have to be level 100 character to even stand a chance. Like, it's a big deal to do, right? So it definitely has an end game, and now you started it. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a little bit of a slog fest depending on your play style, how you approach things, what you do. But if you're trying to figure out what to do next in the campaign after completing and getting your horse and completing and unlocking the chance to go ahead and do your whispers and then go through, by all means, you're in good hands. Follow my advice. You'll level up fast. Also, one other thing to point out here is you will see that you have these Helltides eventually that will start here. Do Helltide events. Do Helltide events constantly. It will give you the legendaries that you can then extract to get your aspects for your builds. Because let's be honest, that's the major thing. You have to get that done first before you start focusing on your Paragon board, before you start focusing on your stats. Get your aspects done first, okay? So this allows you to kind of progress dual standards, do more damage, get better, and just overall dominate, right? So definitely make sure you take that advice. Hopefully this helps you. If it does, leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts, opinions. I definitely want that feedback. I love that feedback. It's kind of what makes me want to keep doing content. I do this by hobby, not for work. I'm an engineer by trade, so this is just kind of another stepping stone, and it's something I enjoy as part of being a part of the Aftershock United team. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.